Hey, my name is Tommy Park. I'm the RUF campus minister here at the University of North Florida here in Jacksonville, where we swoop. Today I have the great honor and privilege to give you this devotional as we continue our journey through the book of Philippians, this letter of joy. And today we're going to be looking at Philippians 3, verses 12 through 16. And one of the great honors and privileges that I have as the RUF campus minister is sitting in front of college students, sitting in front of young adults, having a smoothie with them or even a coffee just behind me at the library. And one question that I often ask my students, that one question I have in my back pocket is this: where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourselves? How is this going to end up after graduation? And after doing this for 13 years, I'm not really surprised by the response. Most students say this: I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure that out. And one thing that we as RUF campus ministers strive to do as we meet with our students is to give them that biblical concept of glorification, that where we're going, that we're actually going somewhere, and it's more than just that white picket fence, that God has a plan for us that's an ultimate plan of restoration. And that's what Paul's doing here in this section here in Philippians 3, is that he is reminding us to strive, to press forward, to see and be reminded of that end goal where Jesus makes all things right. And we often do this in a couple of ways. In the earthly way, we lust, or we can long, and we often lust for things. We often want things the here and now, that even in the midst of our current state, as we're in the midst of this coronavirus, that we want things fixed here and now, and we're looking at in so many places. It could be on social media, longing for acceptance or just being involved, but we're longing for something more, and that's what Paul is reminding us, is that end game, that we're pressing towards this goal, that Christ has something in store for us. And what's important for us to remember here, in particular in this section, is that Christian maturity does not just happen with us looking towards Christ, but being reminded of how Christ views us. Let me remind you of this sweet passage here in verse 12, where it says this: I press on to make it my own because Christ Jesus has made me his own. And so today I want to remind you of that Christ Jesus has done everything possible to make you his own. Remember in Philippians 2 that he became a servant, that he laid everything aside that was glorious and wonderful and became a servant, and took it all the way to obedient to even death on a cross, so that we might have life and have it abundantly. And so today, be reminded that Jesus has done everything in his power to make you his own, so that you can taste and see that he is good, and so that you can lean towards that finish, that longing where everything will be made right. And so remember that today. And remember to swoop.